Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? It's John. I'm on my news desk and prop trading desk. Got a lot of news today. Do me a favor, give my videos a like and a share, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Got a lot of news today. Real quick on super microcomputer, Smci. Stock's off huge. Not financial advice, but can be. Open the option montage for me on super microcomputer. Okay, the stock is off 28%. Hold on for a second, we're doing a trade here. So just out of the money puts are up, let's see, 30, strike price at 34 spot 50s are up 3,600%. Option montage is open. So let's look at, okay, they expire in 2 days. So the 34 strike just out of the money is up 3,500%. So let's sell 10 contracts, send 10 cars to open at, let's see, at $3, limit GTC, see if we get a fill there. And then let's look at, see there, the stocks, absolutely plunged on fundamental news where the CFO or something resigned. So we're going to sell the $34 put. And then once we get filled there, then we're going to purchase out of the money, further out of the money puts as a hedge, perhaps the $30 strike. So we'll see. So let's see if we can just sell some of these right at the open. So with that, fascinating markets today, fundamental news. I mean, election selection coming up. Took huge profits out of Dogecoin yesterday, last week. Huge recovery in the stock price. Just incredible news today. But today is Wednesday, October 30th, 2024. A lot of exciting news. I go over geopolitical news first, then I look at socioeconomic, and then I formulate a trading plan. So top stories today. U.S. economy grew at 2.8% pace in the third quarter, less than expected. CBS is reporting Harris gives closing argument speech at the Ellipse, offering a different path than Trump. NPR, National Public Radio, Biden's garbage remarks give Trump and GOP new fodder on the trail. Let's see here, Puerto Rico news, of course, reacting to a racist joke. ABC News, North Korea troops sent to Russia may be pleased to be there even as they face opposition. And BBC, British Broadcasting, is talking about Valencia flooding. Latest Spanish Prime Minister says devastating episode not over. So that's geopolitical news. Now let's look at socioeconomic real quick, which is being reported on bar chart. S&P futures are off fractionally. Crude oil is up. Recovery on that. Gold bullion is at a new all-time high, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Maximum signal strength on purchasing of gold. So the high is 2801, and so it's a new high. So how high can gold bullion go? The answer is unlimited. It could be at $5,000, $10,000 an ounce. Now I don't want that, but the trend is my friend, so I owned a bunch of precious metals, as my viewers know. I'll say it in Spanish, like, mucho precious metals, aquí. Look at this. This is just, I keep a few of these at my house, but look at these things. This is what you want to own. Precious metals. Never too high to buy. It's not that they're going up in value, it's that it's the de-dollarization event, and the Great Reset is transpiring. So I have links below. You can see for SD bullion, they did me really well. So NASDAQ futures climb on upbeat Alphabet results. Google's doing great. US GDP data and more big tech earnings on deck. US economy grew at solid 2.8% last quarter on strength of consumer spending. The consumer's back. Chewy slides after filing shows third biggest shareholder Roaring Kitty sold its stake. So I guess, was that a pump and dump? Who knows? Stock market today, trading on Wall Street mixed, and pre-market Reddit soars and Chewy sinks. So I might sell some puts on Chewy. Let's take a look at it. How far off is Chewy? Super microcomputer. Let's take a look at that trade real quick. Again, not financial advice. I usually go over my trading plan last, but I want to kind of look at site. So the puts, we're looking at puts here. See if we can get a fill. All right, on super microcomputer, that stock is off 33%, tanking. And then Chewy, let's see, Chewy, CHWY, stock tanks, super microcomputer, no price action on Chewy that I like on the options. So super microcomputers, the trade. So let's go over the news on, let's see here, Palantir, analysts like the stock, Amazon Q3 earnings preview, DT Midstream, Nat Gas. Let's look at S&P mini futures here, off 6%, 6 points. NASDAQ 100 minis off 41 points. Dow futures off 65. The VIX up, so we got some more volatility increasing. The Dixie US dollar up at 104.230. The 10-year at 110-310. Got to watch yields here with that uninversion of the yield curve. Crude oil again up $1 at 68.26. Nat gas at 2.788. Gold up, a new high on gold on the breakout, never too high to buy at 27.91. Again, not financial advice. I'm an entertainer, informational purposes only. Silver bullion at 33.85. Now, stock market leaders. Eli Lilly, again, up 1%, active. NVIDIA up. Advanced Micro Devices up 4%. Google doing great, up 2%. DJT looks like it's up 8%, but very actively traded stock market leaders. Meta, Apple Computer, Alphabet C, and then Super Microcomputer. So that's what's being reported on bar chart. Now stay with me to the end. If you do, you receive a bonus, which is my trading plan. So have a coffee break here. You can tell I'm a professional newscaster. So hold on. So let's look at what's being reported on Yahoo Finance. U.S. economy grew at slower than expected pace. The latest health check showed the economic growth slowed last quarter, but inflation also continued falling. Inflation's not falling. Gold bullion is telling a different story. So why this bull market feels weird? That's the news headline here. U.S. private payroll grows, stuns with surge. Super microcomputer stock plunges over 30% after its auditor resigned. So it sounds like someone's been cooking the books on super microcomputer. Alphabet stock, Google jumps after earnings crush. NVIDIA is active, Tesla is active. Eli Lilly stock sinks amid earnings miss. So Eli Lilly's been a major winning stock. Meta to report Q3 earnings with AI, ad sales in focus. Amazon and Microsoft. Microsoft to announce Q1 earnings, AI revenue and spotlight. Samsung, 122 billion wipeout, shows cost of sleeping on AI. So Samsung, super microcomputer again. After Ernst & Young resigns as its accountant. That's not good. So 𝐕𝐈𝐃 beats quarterly revenue estimates on demand for analytic products. Gold rises to record as high as looming U.S. election fans demand. All right, German inflation ticks up sharply. So inflation's still rocking and rolling. And even though they're saying here on Yahoo Finance that U.S. inflation is okay, German inflation is pumping, and so is the price of gold bullion. So these are the geopolitical and then socioeconomic news. Again, stay with me. Give my video a like and a share, please. I appreciate it. Alphabet jumps, AMD slumps, as big tech reports. Yahoo Finance here. Shares of Alphabet, Google are on the rise after Google's parent company delivered better than expected third quarter report, with its cloud business helping fuel growth. So these are top stories here. Wingstop is off 20%. I love Wingstop. Eli Lilly's off 14%. Super Microcomputer tanking. Okay, so we're looking to do an option trade on Super Microcomputer by doing a spread trade. We're going to sell some puts and then purchase some puts out of the market, out of the money, to do a hedge on that or a spread trade. Man, so let's go on to my trading plan real quick. So I own 4 cryptos. We'll cover cryptocurrencies first. Tezos, Dogecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. So Tezos is a profitable position for me. It's now off about 2%. We had this huge pump going into the election with DJT. Let's see how DJT stock is doing this morning. DJT, Trump Media and Technology Group. So these are all proxies. It's off 5% today. It was up huge in the last 3 months. You know, in the last month, DJT was up over 200%. So we got a couple days remaining until the election selection on October 4th, or November 4th rather. So I own Tezos, Dogecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. I set pivot point trades to buy the dip. In Tezos, Dogecoin, I squared off huge profits. It's the greatest save. Dogecoin is a small position in my portfolio, but as my readers know, I was off negative 42% in Dogecoin, and then just in the last month alone, it was up in excess of, let's see here, 48%. So I got all of that and then sold at the top of the market. What a recovery in Dogecoin. So I'll set pivot points to purchase Doge. Ethereum, I'm only off 11% now in my Ethereum position. I was off 20%. I anticipated that Ethereum was going to pull a Dogecoin, that I'd get a huge pump out of it, but nothing ever works out the way that you think. So I'm continue to sit tight with my ETH position. I won't add to it because I don't like to add to losing positions. So I'll use it as an anchor. Bitcoin is off 1% today. So I've got limit GTC orders. Jesse Livermore said it best. Whenever I had the patience to let a market come to me at the pivot points, I always made money in my operations. So with that, Bitcoin, there's 3 pivot points, S1, 1, 2, and 3. So it's like 1, 2, 3. And as it pivots back towards my pivot point, limit GTC orders, 1, 2, 3, and then I purchase the shares or the Bitcoin on the pivot points. So I have limit GTC orders as Bitcoin is retracing today. So with that, I'm looking to get some price fills. I just purchased some at S1 at the pivot point on Bitcoin at 71,778. So now it's at 71,514. So I'm looking to buy the dip on Bitcoin. And I also did a breakout trade on Bitcoin yesterday. I thought that Bitcoin's all-time high price was achieved yesterday, but I don't believe it was, so I stand corrected. I read that Bitcoin BTC's all-time high is at 73,797.68. So I got excited yesterday and I bought the breakout at what I thought was the all-time high, greater than such, and it wasn't. So I'm still profitable in my Bitcoin position, but this point here, if Bitcoin trades greater than 73,797.68, if it trades at 69, then I want to purchase the breakout at it. So we're real close here, and we're going into the election. So with that, we only got 4 days left to the election selection. So continue to dollar cost average Tezos, Dogecoin, and Bitcoin. I'll dollar cost average Bitcoin today, plus I purchased some on the pivot point, and I have other limit GTC orders to purchase Bitcoin on the dippy dip. So I'll sit tight with my ETH position, Dogecoin, limit GTC orders. I'll do a weekly DCA on Dogecoin, and then a weekly DCA on Tezos along with the pivot point trades. So with that, that is my crypto SPY ETF, the S&P 500. Okay, I have a profitable position in SPY. I dollar cost average it every day. So, you know, the companies in SPY ETF by a concentration of about 35%, Apple Computer, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta Platforms, Google, Berkshire Hathaway, Broadcom, and Tesla. So these are the biggest holdings that I have in my S&P 500 fund. Running a little longer today, about 16 minutes. So again, I'll continue to dollar cost average. This isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So again, dollar cost average SPY every day, the S&P 500 ETF. 𝐵KCH, now onto my blockchain ETFs. So I squared off huge profits in the Block Global X Fund, and will continue. Today it's off 3% at 55.11. My cost basis is 51.03, so I'm still up about 4 points or so, but I squared off huge profits in the blockchain ETF over the last 3 months. It's a component, the foundation of my Bitcoin mining rig, which I run, which I've talked about at length. So I'll continue to dollar cost average once per week the blockchain ETF 𝐵KCH. Not financial advice, gotta say that over and over again, entertainment purposes only. So that will be tomorrow on blockchain ETF. Today I'm also accumulating a position in the Amplify Transformational Data Sharing ETF. So I'm profitable in that position, and I will do a daily dollar cost averaging in it because it achieved a new 52-week high on a breakout. It's never too high to buy, never too low to sell. So my synthetic Bitcoin mining rig has booked approximately just over 50,000 trading points in profit in Bitcoin in the last 15 weeks. So my viewers who have been with me, you've seen me go through the triumph of such. And so with that, blockchain ETF will be purchased every day. So I'm doing a dollar cost average on the Amplify Transformational Data Sharing ETF every day, and then also a weekly. So I'm doing both. So I'm trying to load up on Block, and then also load up on 𝐵KCH, and then purchase the dip on the S&P 500 today, dollar cost average Bitcoin. The ratio is 7-to-1, so it's 7 units of Bitcoin that are purchased, you know, once per day on the Tier 1 exchange, taken off the exchange and then placed into cold storage. And then I purchased 1 unit of the blockchain ETFs. And so with that, that's been an epic trading plan that I've had over the last 15 weeks, accumulating Bitcoin. It pumps huge. I square the profit off in it, and then I purchase the blockchain ETFs as the foundation of my synthetic Bitcoin mining rig. So with that, that's really what I have for today. You know, ETH is looking better. Let's see if we get a dippy dip, you know, on some of these cryptos where I can get some nice price action. Everyone now is waiting for the election. So it's kind of quiet on the news front. Let's see who gets elected or selected. And from that, that's basically my trading plan. So I've come off a huge profit swing here in Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Tezos. ETH is the only one that I'm upside down on. And then I'm looking at a super microcomputer today. Let's see what's going on there. Supermicrocomputer. I mean, when your auditors resign, that's not good. So those puts, okay, I sold some puts to open. So Supermicrocomputer engages in the distribution and manufacture of information tech solutions and other computer products. Its products include Twin Solution, MP servers, GPU and compressor, micro cloud, AMD solutions, power supplies, super server, storage, motherboards, chassis, super workstations, accessories, super rack, and server management products. So let's take a look again at the option montage and see if I got some fills there. So the puts are looking good. So got nice fills there on the puts on Supermicrocomputer. So now that it's pumping a little bit, I'm going to look at purchasing out of the money put, say the $30 put. So nice. So got a trade going on here with Supermicrocomputer. It looks like it's overreacted, so sold the puts, and now look to purchase them out of the money puts. Not financial advice, entertainment only, but Supermicrocomputer is the option trade. The last option trade I did was on Intel when it tanked below $20. Let's see how Intel's doing today. Intel is trading at, where's Intel? It's at about $23 a share, off fractionally. So, man, things are heating up for Supermicrocomputer. So, well, that's what I have, everyone. Running about 21 minutes today. Everyone, I want you to have a super great day. Let the trend be your friend. With that, it's John. I'm on my news desk and trading platform here and my prop trading desk. Have an awesome, great day.